If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Hello, my friends over at the WWE or the WWF. You guys remember, right? Recently, me talking about this guy, this wrestler, Aleister Black, now known as Tommy End. Looks like they put an end to his career. Reporting me and tattling on my channel for talking about his tattoos, which I just did again to show everybody that there's no BS there and there's no way around the truth. The truth shall set you free. And he went and tattled to the WWE, and the WWE called YouTube, threatened to sue YouTube, then demonetized, and temporarily deleted my channel. Well, guess what? I'm back. Hey, WWE. And this is just coincidental, I'm sure. I just happened to come across, because this is how God works, in a little bit of anger with everything going on, just got recommended to me a video from the WWE that occurred a day or two ago where the WWE happened to have Poppy. Remember Poppy? Yeah, remember her? Famous YouTube star, does nothing but satanic crap. Yeah, featured now in the WWE. They sure make a lot of friends with a lot of people in the occult. You know, they have the character Bray Wyatt, who's got the demon he turns into, whatever the demon's called, the Fiend. Right? Remember I covered that with the pentagrams and the pyramids. Well, wait till you see this. This is gonna blow your mind a little bit with Poppy. But in addition to, they have the other guy, Seth Rollins, another guy who's wearing the satanic pentagram. You know, it's all original. It was almost like, wouldn't this be like the characters, like say like the Macho Man? What if somebody else came out dressed just like the Macho Man, but he's like had a different name? Why are all these guys wearing pentagrams and have all these tattoos with satanic sigils and pentagrams on their bodies? I don't know. WWE seems to be promoting them. That's their claim to fame. They're like, we're big famous WWE superstars. You ain't a star, that's for sure. You're going to be best known for putting the WWE out of business, because the ratings are in the toilet, because nobody wants to watch these people, because they're not entertaining and nobody cares. But I do, lucky for them, because I'm going to point this out to you to show you the occult symbolism. So Poppy, who I've exposed in this channel, my bigger channels, you know, the ones that they got temporarily taken down by the WWE, and they had a lot more views, as my videos had a lot more views over there. No big deal. WWE, watching? Good. Take notes. Poppy here, see, featuring, what is Poppy wearing right off the bat here with Triple H? Of course, the guy who calls himself King of Kings, more like the King of Turds. King of Kings, there's only one, his name's Jesus Christ. Of course, that's more mockery. But she's wearing a black and white outfit, right? So let's start there. You might just say, that's not a big deal. It could be coincidental that's half black, half white, and that she's got the black, you know, the whole look. Very Masonic, right? Very esoteric. Well, I shall prove you wrong that it's not a coincidence, because, oh, there's Poppy. Hey, Pop. Doing a little Poppy poopy, right? There's one of her videos there. And that's a black and white Masonic checkerboard floor. Oh, wait, there's more. Of course, that's her there. You can see the black and white underneath the drums as well, with, of course, a pyramid on it. But that's a coinky-dink. None of these people are in the occult. Well, let me prove more. Where should I go? Oh, how about this? Here's Poppy doing the Baphomet pose directly. You can see it, right? As above, so below, with her hands, just like the Baph. I mean, to a T. You can't even look at this and say, well, she was pointing up and down. No, that's to a T. I mean, she's literally even got the thumb out like the Baph. Or the Barf. Excuse me, the Baphomet. Right? No big deal. You can see the pyramid with it behind her with the heart at the top. What does that have to do with? Oh, that's where that's where the eye of Lucifer would be, at the top of the pyramid. right? We see on the back of the dollar bill. Why would they be using a heart? Oh, because Lucifer, the Antichrist, they're all coming in the name of love and acceptance and tolerance. And that's the deception, to deceive people into worshiping Satan. Yep, that's what it is. Then, of course, you get her, wearing clothing that's very Baphomet-like. There is more, so stay tuned. You can see the Baphomet, right? You see the horns, right? Pretty easy to see, but some people might say, well, that's just an outfit. Here she is with black eyes, demonically possessed, right? They love to do that. It's really original. I don't know, I just covered it recently, right? More and more celebrities doing it with the black eyes. Who did I just cover that did it recently? Well, I know Little Nas did it. Eminem's done it. Billie Eilish has done it. Somebody this week even did it. No big deal. Think she's a Satanist? I don't know. Here's a video of her having dinner with Satan. Boy, WWE just really, it must be coincidental. All these people just constantly promoting Satan in their videos, talking about him. And obviously this is the earthly depiction of what Satan's supposed to look like. With the red and the horns and all that crap. And there he is, he's having dinner with her, sitting at a table. She, of course, has a video called X. X, if you're not familiar, stands for Antichrist. It's the symbol of the Antichrist, which is why a lot of celebrities hold up the X, or you'll see them with X's on them. It's not because they love the number numerology 10. No, it's not why. They weren't 10 years old and had a great experience and loved the number 10. They also just don't happen to love X as their favorite letter of the alphabet. It's because it represents the Antichrist. And behind her is that weird, we know it as the symbol of like mind control, right? Oh, you're getting sleep, right? They always show that. Of course, it's black and white. But also, those spiral symbols, right? Like that guy Aleister Black has. Oh, it's wind. That's right. He has wind tattooed on his arm, which was kind of funny because somebody wrote, I guess that they did tattooing or something before they were saved maybe or something like that. And they said that they've never seen wind depicted like that. And that was really embarrassing. So put that, that's just another note for you there, cowboy. And of course you have her holding up a Dorito over her eye, but that was just coincidental as well, not Illuminati symbolism. There's more. Wait, this woman is covered in it, and she's being featured in the WWE. They were actually drooling over her in this scene where she showed up. Triple H, oh, you're the best. Oh, you're incredible. There's something sickly wrong with Poppy, and that's because Poppy is clearly under possession and clearly under control. You can watch her videos for yourself. If you don't know who this thing is, you should check this thing out. And I wouldn't say check it out unless I was going to say, like, it's very disturbing if you want to see somebody who is under mind control fully. This is the definition to a T of somebody who has a handler and is full. There's no talent here. There's nothing positive about Poppy. Okay. Nothing, as far as talent goes. But this is what they do. They pump these people out, these Satanists, down everyone's throat. And, of course, people will still say she's not here. She is laying next to people who have pyramids on them. No big deal. And, of course, this is her holding up the pyramid over her eye. But that's another coincidence, too. I don't know what I'm talking about. This, like Aleister Black said, these crazy, nutty conspiracy nuts who only prove you 100% wrong. And I'm going to show you the best part in a minute. But you might remember this as well before I get to it. You can see the MK Ultra with the Disney programming, with the Disney Mickey Mouse ears. That's another sign of CIA programming. Yes, it is indeed. Of course, holding her hands in the pyramid form. And don't forget that Poppy had herself a bloodbath. That's right. This right here, this is known as the satanic baptism. You see, how Christians get baptized in water? Well, the Satanists get baptized in poopy blood. Yeah, it's not just even blood. I mean, most Satanists say that it's animal blood, sometimes human blood, mixed with poopy and urine. Well, it's pretty interesting. So here she is in her video, of course, just being covered in the blood. We've seen Eminem in the bathtub with the blood, Machine Gun Kelly, all of them showing you the baptism in the bathtub, usually, or just dumped over their head. This is her showing you that she's been baptized in the occult. You don't believe me? Okay, I've got more. It just happened to, because this is how amazing the Lord is. Go through some of her videos after finding this out. And I saw here, Poppy's Inferno cover, reference to Dante's Inferno. And then there's this one with her fiance. Her fiance does her makeup. This is where it even gets even funnier, folks, in the connections to the occult. The other fiance here doing her makeup. Here's a picture. Oh, yes. Of course, he's got one eye symbolism there, right? wonderful fella. Looks just like you want to bring home to mom. You know what I mean? Yep, he actually has a tattoo on his neck, which looks like it could be Kali. No coincidence there, but wonderful fellow. And he does her makeup, just what every woman wants in a guy, right? A guy who dresses all like he's tough and bad, and then he's ready to put mascara on you. Isn't that cute? Wonderful stuff, but that's not what I'm talking about, or the main point here, is if you zoom in on his hand, on his thumb, he's got a sigil, right? Kind of like the sigils we saw in Aleister Black. I don't know if this specific one was on him, probably, but I don't have the stomach to look through his tattoos again, you know? I'm not floating for San Francisco. I ain't going down that highway that's known for Hershey's. So he's got this tattoo. You'll say, Cole, tell us, what does that tattoo mean? I will. Sure thing. It is called the Monas hieroglyphic, and it was created by John Dee. You can see it here. It's a satanic sigil. Okay, they'll say, oh, earth, wind, fire. It's a Wiccan satanic symbol. Same difference. Okay, and it's created by John Dee. Who's John Dee? Not John Doe, John Dee. John Dee is a famous astronomer, teacher, and occultist. What a shock, right? Occultist call? That's right, occultist. So she's dating an occultist. Well, we already know she's one of them, clearly. And of course she's in the WWE because that's where they all seem to go. And that's why the ratings are in the toilet, because nobody cares, is fascinated with these people who sell their souls. They sell their souls because they have no talent. And then people like me who are really talented, who don't sell their souls, they just continue to try to kick us down into a gutter because they don't want people to hear us and what we have to say. But the simple fact is, you're gonna have to cut out my tongue. And even then, I'll still be going. So you might as well just make me sleep with the fishes, which, go ahead. I'll go down a martyr. Sounds good to me. John Dee's Occultism, his book, Magical Exaltation through, I don't have my glasses, sorry, through powerful signs. Oh, magic through signs and symbols. But I'm crazy. You're crazy, folks. They use symbols to show magic. Yes. And that's why they're tattooed all over their bodies. You know, the tattoo bloodletting ritual that they do. We won't get into that because people get too offended. But they're all over their bodies. These sigils of Satanism and the occult. And of course, the same guy, John Dee, you could see here. He just happens to love a compass as well. You know, where did that compass come from? Oh, Freemasonry. Mm-hmm. Yes, and just like the Freemasonic checkerboard floor that she's performing on, which is just occultic as she does the Baphomet pose, but none of it is correlated and connected, folks. You might be saying, Cole, what is this Freemasonry thing, in case you're new? Freemasonry, there's one in your town. You could look it up. And if it's not in your town, it's in the next town over, because you might have a really small town. And what they do there is they pretend that they're a frat. Oh, I'm a part of Freemasonry. We just, we do charitable things. We like to go bowling together on Wednesdays. No, not how it works. As you work your way through Freemasonry, they're told that Lucifer is God. That's what they say and believe. And they live in your town, Satanists, and they meet in secret, and you're not allowed in. Should we have a problem with that? Yeah, we should, because guess who's running your government? Guess who's running and controlling all these businesses? Guess who's putting this stuff in your food and in the sky? Guess who's wanting to get you jabbed? That's right. The bottom level, the Freemasons, is obviously a gateway into deeper, darker secret societies in the occult. Now, I want to make it clear, there are people who are Freemasons that don't get past the third degree. There's not much to worry about there. They just made a bad choice by signing up. It doesn't make them bad people, because most of them have no idea. They go through an interview process to get in. You don't just sign up and get in. And some people just quit after 3 or never go back. They still have to pay dues and all that kind of crap. But some people do make bad choices and bad decisions. That would be one of them. And they might not even consider it one. But it doesn't mean that they worship Lucifer. It's the ones who get higher up. They climb the ladder. They find these things out. The same thing happens in Scientology. You work up a ladder, and that it's more money-based. Like you pay money to learn, and it's ridiculous. But it's the same type of thing with Luciferian worship and, demon worship, really. And all sorts of stuff with the kids. Thanks, Tom Cruise. Sorry, Maverick. As I continue here, you can see John Dee. But what's important to note here, too, somebody pointed out to me, which it didn't even cross my mind, but it was a great point. And they said, Cole, that guy, Aleister Black, claims to be An atheist. You can't be a member of Freemasonry if you're an atheist. And that's a great point, because you have to believe in some type of God. And that's how they prepare you to believe and worship Lucifer. Because they know probably most Christians who join aren't really devoted Christians. They're loosey-goosey. And then they try to tell you, oh, you've been deceived, you know, and then they, oh my goodness, and then they end up worshiping Lucifer. But that's just another lie out of that guy's mouth. Since he wanted to open his mouth and he wanted to take my channel down and any income my channel might make, things like that, I don't feel bad one bit that he's been fired. In fact, I hope others see this stuff and it prevents him from getting work, since that's what he tried to do to me, and he claimed that it was slander. No, that's not slander, cowboy. What that is truth. You're a liar. And you sit there and lie. You have the Masonic compass on your arm, on your finger. You are covered in tattoos that worship Satan. You have anti-lamb on your hands. Hero, wolf on your hands. Sigils everywhere. And, well, the WWE loves this stuff and promotes this stuff. So here's Poppy Poopy showing up in the WWE, them drooling over having her. Probably because the ratings are so low, they'll get some of the YouTubers to follow and watch, because Poppy has a pretty, I don't know how many subs she has because she's blocked it, but she gets a lot of views per video. But then again, so would I if I wasn't blocked. But hey, don't cry over spilt milk here. We just reassembled the team. So what I'm doing, and by team I mean us, me and you guys. There's no one behind me. Just recording this in a basement. That's all. Whew. There we go, Poppy. Should we recount? Baphomet pose? Huh? Hands above, so below, the Masonic checkerboard. Holding the pyramid over her eye. Holding the Dorito over her eye. Covered in blood, which would be a baptism. Do I need to continue? The esoteric stuff, the nonsense. She also pushes transhumanism and many other things. Yep, and that's WWE. So just letting everybody out there know, in case you didn't know about the WWE, maybe you didn't know the sigil their fiance has. That's a coincidence. She's like, what's on your finger? He's like, fire and earth. Oh, cool. No big deal. That's because they're both in it. I mean, this guy, it's trying to be a vampire and everything like that. He's like, I'm tough. I got my teeth are chiseled and I have a one-eye symbolism for esoteric crap. Can I do your lipstick? Man, in 2021, ladies, you gotta love them. Holy moly. No wonder everybody's turning on the, joining Team San Francisco. Oh, man, what men are doing. Whew. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense, because still men are into men. But it's a hard world for women, straight women, to survive, and feel bad for you. But there we go, folks. WWE, promoting Satanism and the occult as per usual. I thank you guys for listening to today's show. Reminder, check out the website, accallforanuprising.com, $2.99 a month. Hope to see you guys over there. Appreciate all of you being here. You guys are the best. Hope you enjoyed the video. God bless all of you and your families.